I've been tripping about some things can't change. Switch at the same time on tape. Shit, the same bag in the phone call. Heard that you fought with a killer soul. I was just something with nobody help. And ever since then, when I hate myself, wanna fucking end it. Pessimistic. I wanna see when nobody pissing. But niggas inside about the grave I'm digging. But conversation about my hate decisions. Fucking sickening. At the same time, I'ma reach out for the break mine. But my uncle been there with a slip knot. Spell the stress, got me fucked up. Been fucked up since a couple months they had me locked up.
Alright, so today we are going to be touching on a very touchy topic, a very emotional topic, and basically it's about the car community and what really happens, and why a lot of people, venture into it for a short time but don't stick around. And it's a lot of reasons. You don't want to put it on one factor, but I truly believe that a lot of the reasons why guys drop out of the car community and just give up on it entirely is it's very negative. No matter what kind of car you want, no matter if you're a racer, if you're a tuner, if you're a muscle guy, there's a lot of negativity in the car world. The main one would be help. There's not much help in the car world, especially when you're first starting out, unless there's someone in your family that's already in the car world. Another reason is that you would first have to start out by entering into the car world. And a lot of people do it based on price, but it's actually based on what it is that you like. You could always save up and get what you like. I was always a person that loved muscle cars. And it just so happened that this Camaro was my very first V6 muscle car. I always had, rather the V8s. But go with what you like. That's the first thing. Don't jump into a certain car community like JDM or domestics, and then based on price and what's readily available to you. If you like a certain type of car, go with that type of car. Just based on longevity, because if you go with a car that you don't really like but it's based on price, if you have some type of catastrophic failure or something that discourages you from going back into that motor or going back into that car, you're just going to abandon the build to begin with. So first rule is go with what you like. Now the second topic I want to talk on is you don't ever want to associate yourself with people that have a genuine negative problem with another car group. You don't ever want to associate yourself with those kind of people, because they are only going to encourage you to build cars based on what they like, not based on what you like. So you never want to get into that, because they're always going to be competing between the two. And if you have a large sum of money that's available to you, they are going to encourage you to build something that's going to beat the next car group, and that's not going to satisfy what you got into it for. So associate yourself with people that just are genuine car enthusiasts. Point number 3. Be very careful of what you put out there on social media. Be very careful of expressing what builds you're going to make to other people, because they tend to take what you want to do and say, hey, he said he wanted to do this, but he never did it, and turn it around and make it negative, as in, you're never going to do nothing with your car. And that right there is one of the most stunting and just one of the most negative parts of the car world, is that guys will bring you down just based on you taking long to do anything with your car. Point number 4, know what you are buying the car for. If you're buying the car for car shows, buy it for car shows, paint it, put a nice body kit on it, put some nice wheels on it, drop it low, do whatever you desire to do, but know what you're going into it for. That's just like the Camaro. The Camaro was bought and solely put together to slide around and drift, and to record the videos that you see me putting out today. Other than that, I have never desired to put it in a car show. I've never desired to drag it. It is specifically for donuts, sliding around corners, drifting. That's all it was put together to do. And honestly, that's all it can do. It's a very slow car based on the V6, but for some reason it has that low end torque, and I can spin them, and I can drift, and I can do everything that I need to do to continue putting out videos. Let's get into the more positive things of the car community, because we never want to focus too much on the negative. So the more positive notes in the car community that I really like personally is that when you actually find that group of people that is about helping you and is about making you a better person, making your car a better car, then a lot of things are gonna get in motion and move very smoothly for you. But when you don't find that group of people is when it's really hard on you. You'll be working by yourself, recording by yourself. You wouldn't have much things to do other than continue to obviously be lonesome. And that guy didn't know that he just messed up my whole video just now. But yeah, what you really want to do is associate yourself with people that have the same spirit or same mentality as yourself, and then things will obviously move in a better light. But one of the other things that has to be said in this video is that I'm not going to say don't be petty. I'm not going to say don't be touchy, don't be feely, because everyone is different. But please, everyone, always remember that every soul on this planet is entitled to their own opinion, and they can say and will say any and anything to you. So just be prepared mentally and physically and spiritually for that, and continue to build yourself as a better person. Because we usually put a lot of time and money into the cars, and we forget that even ourselves need work, just as the cars need work. So, continue to be positive, continue to seek out better people to be around, continue to build your cars, no matter if it takes you 10 years and you come out, or it takes you 10 days and you come out, The one most important thing about the car community is having fun. Just remember what you got into it for. If you got into it for drifting, continue drifting. If you got into it for drag racing, continue drag racing. If you got into it to just build a nice, pretty car and just have it sitting up, then do that. But do not let other people influence you to do something that you never were going to do with your car. That's one of the main issues that we have with the community. Everyone wants to influence you to do something so different and venture out there. And then, the sad part is when you actually break down and you're down for months or whatever, those same people that encourage you to go way over your budget or way over your car expectations, they're the same guys that will not help you when it comes down to it. I can speak on experience. I got into drifting when I got this car. I used to do donuts and burnouts here and there with my other cars, but I really got into it with this car. I have went through 4 rear ends, 2 drive shafts, and a clutch and pressure plate in this motor. A radiator. I've went through several parts. I've actually installed a hydraulic e-brake that I bought from a mechanic right in Freeport, and I absolutely love this car. The only thing that I'm going to do to this car is eventually upgrade its power, and I'm not going to say how I'm going to do that just yet, but stay tuned and you'll find out. I encourage anyone that is having problems with their car, or they need help, or they just want to talk to someone, seek someone out. Anyone you see with a car, seek them out. Check them out and see if they can become close friends with you, or build that car community in your area. It doesn't have to be just you one. The best thing about an actual working car community is that it's going to produce results. A lot of car communities come out and they've been out for years, and we still have no track. We still have no sensible land that has been donated or bought for the racing. It is not safe, or they don't come out to car events, and this video is not to focus on the ones that are not doing it. I just want to say that anyone that is a part of DriftDreams 242 or Rogue Nation is going to be coming out to car shows, and we're going to be coming as a group. We're going to be supporting the locals. We're going to be bar hopping or going to different food franchises. We're going to be spreading the wealth here in Freeport. And obviously everywhere we go, it's going to be a party. It's going to be a show. And we're just going to continue to build this community. And I hope a lot of people join off of us just loving what we do. And that's about it. There's not really much to talk about, A lot of guys get into it, mouth-wise, back and forth, just based on their own insecurities. But I absolutely love my no-hood V6 5-speed Camaro. I ask you guys to please like, share, and subscribe on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sickening. At the same time,